We'd like to thank everyone for joining us this evening for the Gaur Aarti festival. As I said, today we have a Sadhu Sangha evening here at the temple. Shanti, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Again, those devotees who are here for the program, we ask you to come right to the front. So those who come later on will have ease of access. Just for introduction and welcome. Okay, dear devotees, we can request you to please. Shh. The program is about to start. Firstly, we'd like to welcome you all to Bhaktivedanta Manor. Secondly, we'd like to ask you all to very enthusiastically put your hands together high in the air with 3 loud Haribols. Welcome our very special guest who, at least in the time I've been here, has come to Bhaktivedanta Manor for the first time. So we are very greatly indebted. This is His Grace Patri Prabhu. Haribo! 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 So Patri Prabhu will be speaking to us this evening. Patri Prabhu has been in Krishna consciousness for over 3 decades. Has a lot of experience in practicing Krishna consciousness, a lot of experience in sharing Krishna consciousness. He serves in a very respectable position in the ISKCON society, great responsibility, and he has served in many, many places where difficulties have been there. So Prabhu has a very strong background in terms of materially. He's from an army background, but utilizing that in spirituality and then sharing Krishna consciousness. I remember once when we were in Gurukul, we had the good fortune and Prabhuji came to speak to all of us, and he gave us a perspective about Krishna consciousness which was literally mind-blowing. I will say a small story that I remember hearing from Patri Prabhu. I don't know if it was about him or he was speaking about other devotees. But once in Nepal, and this really stuck in my mind. It's been more than 25 years, but it's still there because this is a story of great faith in Krishna consciousness. In the days of the Maoists in Nepal, once the Sankirtan van was stopped, and the Maoists were the terrorists. They put the devotees against the wall, and the gun was ready to shoot the devotees. And the senior devotee, I don't know, Prabhu can clarify whether it was him, but he told the junior devotee, look, this is it. Put your hand in the bead bag and start chanting Hare Krishna. So they did that. They put the hand in the bead bag. They started chanting. And the head of the gang, he stopped the gunman and he said, if these people at this hour can put their hand in their bead bag and chant Hare Krishna, they must be true spiritualists. So please let them go. So they bowed at the devotees and they let the devotees go. So this is the type of nectar that we'll be hearing about the power of Krishna consciousness. So we will hand it over to Prabhu now. Thank you so much for coming to Bhaktivedanta Manor, and we really look forward to the nectar. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I feel extremely privileged to be in this august assembly of wonderful, illustrious Vaishnavas. And from very beginning, I would like to ask apology because, first of all, I'm in England and my language is not English, by the way. Somehow or other, body was manufactured in Ukraine. My mother Ukrainian, my father Russian, and I'm Indian now. So it's my pleasure, really pleasure. This is a place, very historical place, and definitely this is a landmark in the history of ISKCON. about which I was reading only in Prabhupada Lilamrita and many, many wonderful tales I heard about. Hare Krishna. Yes. Whenever I see Garland, I'm always remembering this national anthem of Nepal, where I am serving nearly 24 years already. And the national anthem goes like, Sayutunga fulku hami euta mala Nepali. So we are all different flowers, but we are all united by one thread. Yadi Prabhupada na hoito, tabi ki hoito. If we don't have that thread which unites us, who are so different, we are so different and wonderful indeed. Together we can grow high with the spiritual speed. So, but we are very different. Different culture, different language. There is nothing in common much. In fact, in many cases, we just happen to be dead enemies in terms of nations and what you call it, according bodily. Like, nowadays I have so many Russian friends, right? But half of my relatives from Ukraine, half from Russia, and I don't know where to go. So I'm calling everyone, come to India, to Vrindavan, and I can teach you Prem ka bhasha. I can teach you how to speak not Russian, not Ukrainian, but how to teach language of love. And that's what I was requested to speak today, right? So that was how to speak such a language where everybody can be together like Garland. And Krishna is that thread which unites all of us. Not only all of us, it's like all universe under this connection. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. And I don't know, are we going to have presentation? Is it connected or not? So yeah, if we are fortunate enough, I can show you a few things to share. I have a lot of things to share. And of course, I don't know most of you. I don't know which button to press. Much now family doctor, you have family doctors here. You know that your history. But I know history of some of people here present, they came from Nepal. I know them from childhood of their spiritual life. But I'll speak something to share with you, my experience in life. And then I can listen from you and we can have some session, question, answers. All right? Shall we do some kirtan or bhajan? Are you with me? So we can do some bhajan? All right? I like very much bhajan. Parama karuna paudui jana. Do you have pura ajkal to pura dunia mutti mein na? So actually everybody now, it's everything on the tips of the fingers. Let's open this bhajan. Parama karuna paudui jana. Nitai Gaura Chandra. And I can read the translation now. The two lords, Nitai Gaurachandra, are very, very merciful. They are the essence of all incarnations. The specific significance of these incarnations is that they introduced a process of chanting and dancing that is simply joyful. My dear brother, I request that you just worship Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda with firm conviction and faith. If one wants to be Krishna conscious by this process, one has to give up his entanglement in sense gratification. One simply has to chant Hare Krishna, Hare Hare without any motive. My dear brother, just try to examine this. Within the three worlds, there is no one like Lord Chaitanya or Lord Nityananda. Their merciful qualities are so great that upon hearing them, even birds and beasts cry and stones melt. But Lochana Das regrets that I am entrapped by sense gratification. Since I have no attraction for the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, then Yamaraja, the superintendent of death, is punishing me by not allowing me to be attracted by this movement. Okay, super. Okay, can. Pahudvijana Nitai Gaura Chandra Parama Karuna Pahudvijana Parama Karuna Pahudvijana Nitai Gaura Chandra Parama Karuna Sabhavatara Sarasiromani Kevala Nanda Kanda Bajo bajo bhai Chaitanya Nitai Sukhrida Vishwasa Kori Bajo bajo bhai Vishayacharya Serase Madhya Mukhe Bolo Hari Hare Dekho re bhai Tribhuvane nahe He Mona Dayala Datta Pashupakhi jure Pasana vidure Suni Janra Gona Gatha Samsare Majia Moheliro Poria Separe Mahilo Asha Apana Karama Bhujaye Samana Kahae Lochana Dasa Pahudhui Jana Nitai Gaura Chandra Sabhavatara Sarasiromani Kevala Nanda Kanda Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hey Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Everyone. Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana. Jai Sachinandana, Nityananda Pranadana, Jai Sachinandana, Gadadhara Mohana, Jai Sachinandana, Navadvipa Chandra, Jai Sachinandana, Patita Pavana, Jai Sachinandana, Sachimata Nandana, Jai Sachinandana, Hey Kali Yuga Avatara, Jai Sachinandana, Nitai Gora Haribo, Haribo, Haribo. Once upon a time, when Krishna and Radharani, they were sitting in Nikunja, and Radharani told to Krishna, Krishna, you know what? I saw the dream. I saw wonderful personality who came to me in dream with golden color, and I fell in love with this guy. Who is this? I know that I never have any attraction except you. Who that could be? If it's you in somewhere, in some avatar, then where am I? Because I never without you, I can never be alone. I'm always with you, but I didn't see myself. And Krishna closed his eyes and smiled. And from Kaustubha jam on his chest, like slide projector, he gave PowerPoint presentation to Srimati Radharani. And she said, Radha Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nahi Anya. My dear Radhe, that's us together. Krishna, he comes as Radharani, in the mood of Radharani, Madanakya Mahabhav, to distribute this love which never had been seen before. Unnattojmala jvalarasa. So this love which we can get in this Kali Yuga, particularly this Kali Yuga, nobody could get ever in history of creation, never. No any Kali Yuga, no any great rishis and personalities. Pantastu koti satavatsara sambragamhyo vayo rathapi manaso munipungavanam sopyasti yat prapadasim abhichintya tattve govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Great saintly personalities, by meditation of thousands of years, they may meditate on some void and some doing some austerities, but they never ever can reach the lotus feet of even toenails of Krishna, never can even come close. Naham prakashak sarvasya. Because to get that access, we need special mercy. And this has happened to be so that once in a day of Brahma, Lord Krishna himself, he wants to know what Radharani feels actually. I know everything, but I don't know one thing. What my topmost devotee, Shri Radha, she feels about me. What is about me so special? We know those stories and described in scriptures how once Radharani, she went to Nandagram and she was cooking for Krishna all the time. And Mother Yashoda, she became so much pleased with her because Durvasa Muni gave her the boon, anyone who eats from your hands never will get sick. And he'll be always happy and joyful. That's exactly what I need for my Kanaya, Govardhanotaya Krishna Kanaya. Can you cook for me, Kishori Jew? And somehow they had deal with, Kirtida and Vrishabhanu. Okay, you send your daughter so she can cook for me. And one day she was cooking for Krishna, kitchen, this is Radharani department. She was cooking and Mother Yashoda came and hugged her. Beti, my dear daughter, you know what? And Jabardasti, as they say, she took that haldi, haldi? What do you call it? Turmeric. And she applied on her hands. And without Radharani expecting even, what is this? And it is explained, whose hands in turmeric, that means they're already engaged, finished. Nobody can look at them. So I am engaging you with my boy. Whether you like it or you don't like it, finish. I don't want to lose such body. I don't want to lose you. You're going to be my daughter-in-law. And Radharani came out from the kitchen and all Lalita Vishakha said, finish, your freedom is finished now, like this. Finish, Radhe, what happens? They're laughing. And Radharani was thinking, what to do now? What to do? She was going and all the girlfriends, gopis are laughing at her. But she came to Varshana and there is one lake there. Till date it's there. She came and said, no, I cannot go and show my hands to my mother and father. What they will say to me? And all Varshanavasis, what they will say? They will laugh at me. She went to that lake and washed her hands. And while washing those hands, she was washing and she was thinking about Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna Chintani Veshaya. She was always thinking about Krishna. And while rubbing her hands, she washed that hands and lake became yellow. It's called nowadays Pili Pokur in Varshana. So she washed the hand, okay, more or less it's clean. Okay, and she left. Meanwhile, Krishna was pasturing the cows in that place. In Vrindavan, we are in Vrindavan, right? Srila Radhanath Maharaj likes to do that sometimes. How cow is, can anyone produce the sound of cow? Anyone? What about peacock? Peacock, Or some pigeon. So cowherd boys, they like to do that. And then so many cows came and they just mooing and running. They just running. Tail, host. So their tails like antenna. And Krishna also running with cowherd boys, and all of a sudden Krishna looked around. What's going on here? Something new. I never saw this place before. Though every day I'm running here. Then he looked at some yellow lake is there. I didn't see it yesterday. Okay, guys, you go ahead. I'll check it out. Something wrong with this place. So all cowherd boys, they ran ahead, and Krishna just left behind. And he came to this lake and he just happened to touch this lake. Electricity, 220 volt. Romanchakam Pashrutarangubaju. Baju. So Krishna felt like, very nice. What is that? Special battery charge. Then he came, he put his hand there because too good, very nice. Then Krishna put full hand there. It's increasing. Ananda Ambudhi Vardhanam. It's ever increasing. Ocean of happiness. Then Krishna went inside that lake till waist. And he completely shaking out of ecstasy. Then he went up to the neck. And then finally he went completely and only peacock like submarine. So he was in that lake for a while enjoying the scene in the moment, as nowadays people saying, be in moment. So Krishna was in the moment. He was just enjoying. And when he came from that lake, he was golden color. Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki! So our acharyas explained the same Krishna, say Krishna, but in the mood of Radharani, who thinks about Krishna, Krishna Chintani Veshaya. So that mood when Radharani completely experiencing Krishna's love, Krishna got it. Said, no, I have to experience that golden avatar. So he came as a Gauranga, golden color, Tapta Kanchana, Gaurangi Radhe Brindavaneshwari, Brishabhanu Sutta Devi Pranamami Hari Priya. So he came to experience that love, and it's called Madanakya Mahabhav, getting mad completely after Krishna. So Krishna getting mad about himself. And because it doesn't belong to him, that love which Radharani experienced, it doesn't belong to Krishna. Krishna cannot love himself. He cannot. He has to become Radharani to love himself. Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam. He becomes devotee. And he's stolen that love from Radharani basically. And it's not, when you've stolen something, it doesn't belong to you, it's easy to give. So he plundered the go down of Radharani's love. And said, oh guys, it's for free now. It just come. Golakera prema dana harinama sankirtana. Prem nam sankirtan. Because, and when you completely in ecstasy, like drunkard, like Nityananda Prabhu. They avadhuta completely. Two brothers. They not considering who is qualified, who is not qualified. Anyone, just take it. You have to be in proper place, in proper time, and you have to little bit faith. So, we are very fortunate. We happen to be around when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came 500 years ago, and that distributed by his distributors, managers, one of them, Srila Prabhupada. And when Srila Prabhupada came, we are now there. Huh? Yeah. Technically, let me just, oops. I make one presentation for you today. And, all right, so as they say in Hindi, आजकल आधुनिक साधु होना पड़ता है ना, so we have to be with technological advancement, so present our thoughts in the visual way, and it's very nice also. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to this world to teach us the language of love. Because nowadays people, they forgot already. What does it mean to love? It's a jiva jivasya jivanam. How to exploit each other, how to be envious of each other. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, they came to give everything away. And if you can learn that language, I tell you, this is such a wonderful experience. And that is actually the essence of dharma. Sara avatara, Sarva avatara, Shiro Shiramani. He's like crest jewel of all avatars. No any avatars before gave what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave. And very often nowadays we're taking things for granted. My dear devotees, sometimes we are thinking, well, it's deities and temple, it's become some kind of common thing. It's common thing. It's not common. It's not at all common. It's never been available in all the historical creation, what we have. That's why sometimes we have to really appreciate what we have. That's why sometimes we say in Russian language, what we have, we're not appreciating. We sometimes, when we're losing something, then we can appreciate something. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he actually taught us in separation, love in separation. I'll tell you one small story. It's working, no? It's not. Once, it was one lady, actually, I have one friend in Kiev, she told me this story. And she said, I was traveling from Israel to Ukraine, and things happened to me. And she said, once she was in the airplane, and her flight was delayed for several hours. She purchased the magazine, and she bought some cookies, and she went to just some lounge, business lounge, to wait for the flight. And while sitting, she sat down on the couch and just started to read the magazine. And near to her, one gentleman also sat. And also he was reading magazine. So she was taking the cookies she purchased. And that gentleman also, for every cookie she took, that gentleman also took one cookie. So she got kind of freaked out. What a nerve, huh? Come on, at least he has to ask permission. How? I mean, she was irritated, but she didn't want to make a scene, drama. She was tolerating. Titikshava, Karunika, she was. And then when cookie by cookie, that person he was taking, she also was taking, she was tolerating. And when last cookie left, just last cookie, she was thinking, okay, let me see what this guy is going to do. Let me see. And this fellow, he just took the cookie, divided into half give to her, and that was not too much, 3 much for her already. She freaked out, she grabbed the luggage and just burst it, and she ran away. Too much, What a nerve, uneducated fellow. So when she was already, in the customs, and she checked in, and she sat down in the flight, and then she took her purse to take the glasses, to continue read her magazine, and she noticed that, the cookies which she purchased happened to be inside the purse, inside her bag. She forgot to take it out. Oh no, she realized, no, that was his cookie, not my cookie. And she didn't feel, oh no, now what to do? And there is no time, no chance to apologize, not to ask forgiveness. No time to speak language of love now and sorry, forgive me. In Nepali they say, Garne bela man parne. Man pari. Balna bela sorry. So when we're doing something, we like it. But when responsibility time comes, we're saying sorry. And nowadays it's very famous. Better to ask forgiveness than to get permission, right? So anyway, she felt very bad. That somehow that was his cookies and he was not feeling irritated. And it was not my cookie and I was freaked out. And it was no time to apologize and to ask forgiveness. In our life, 4 things you will never get back. We have to be very careful. First one is the stone, if you can throw to the Thames River, most probably you'll never get it back again, or in the ocean. You can never get it back. Second one is a word. The most sharp weapon we have, word. Once spoken, it's very difficult to take it back. It can cut the heart, it can break the relationships. And sometimes I say, when we have relationship like a thread, by which you can stitch so many things and solve so many problems, but once it's broken, you can make some note. And it's for outside people, nobody can even see, so tiny it may be. But still, you cannot stitch anything, you cannot sew anything with that thread anymore. So we have to be very, very careful about relationship, about how we are talking. There is a very nice book of non-violent communication. Non-violent communication. Note on the side of the road. Professor Marshall Rosenberg. I recommend you just to have a look. When he teaches us about the needs and feeling of people, he said that two kinds of people are there. There is a giraffe and there is jackals. Jackals, they're howling and breaking pots with everyone around them. And then they chastising themselves and, low self-esteem. I'm so bad. But giraffe is a person with a big heart, Animal with a big heart, which has to pump the blood to the head, it's like big heart. The animal with the biggest heart. Basically, giraffe are the person with empathy. Empathy, not sympathy. Sympathy means, I know what you feel. I read about this in Srimad Bhagavatam. I know. But empathy means, I feel what you feel. Really, I feel what you feel. Once, one small boy with his mother, he came to the puppy dog shop to buy one puppy. And that boy happened to be the handicapped without leg. And he came and he has an artificial leg. He came and so many puppies were there in the shop. So very nice breed puppy. And he saw one puppy was right in the corner, far away. So he came to that puppy and that puppy happened to be broken leg, completely. And when he came, and that puppy licked him on the cheek, like this. And this boy, mommy, let's buy this one. And the shopkeeper said, no, that's a damaged one. It's a handicapped. His leg is not working. We're going to drown him. It's useless. And this boy said, how much this cost? It's only $1. And what about this normal one? $50. Okay, mommy, can we buy this one, damaged one, for $50? So this shopkeeper said, come on, if you're going to spend that money anyway, you buy a nice one. Why are you buying this broken one? And that boy, he lifted his pants and he showed him, artificial leg. And the shopkeeper said, okay, thank you. I got the point. Thank you. It takes one to understand one. Not I know what you feel, I feel what you feel. He felt how does it mean to be outcast, very, very important. That's why real devotee of the Lord, he is paradukha dukhi. He feeling the sufferings of others. Compassion, titikshava, karunika. So therefore, he speaks very proper words, not to hurt anyone. Third one is the occasion, opportunity. Never knocks twice in the door. When we miss this opportunity, it never come back again. And of course, time. Ayushakshano eko pina labhyaksona koti bhihi. So 1 second of time gone, it can never come back. You can never buy it by millions of golden coins. And of course, the wonderful opportunity, we have many lessons of life, and I actually had a very long presentation, but I believe I will not show you all presentation, definitely. And what I'll do, I cannot operate this somehow, but it's not operating from here somehow. But what I would like to tell to you is that God helps those who helps themselves, really. What decision we make, what goal we are making in our life, what we want to achieve in our life. And I remember when we, in the beginning of life, and especially in the spiritual life, we're getting so much information, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhava, we're getting so much information, but very often we can see very little transformation taking place in the heart of people, and many ridiculous things in the world done under the flag of religion. One my friend came from Brighton yesterday. He's a very, very old friend of mine, from 90s. But many people nowadays, during the war, they happen to run away from Ukraine. And he helped me so much. And he was very much by my side all the time. And he was helping me, he's a businessman. But he told me, you know what? I lost faith in everything and in everyone in life. Except you. I said, that's privilege. You still trust me. He said, I've seen everything. From top to bottom. I've seen everything and I had everything. from big skyscrapers and everything. And I lost faith in everyone. I said, first time I came in London. Can we meet? And after a long time, I didn't see him for 10 years. He immediately jumped in the car and he drove and he came to London just yesterday. And I was so glad to see him, and he actually opened his heart. I lost trust to everyone, especially in religion. Because once burnt, twice shy. Under the flag of religion, so many things has been done. And we have many, facilities, but we cannot cross the wall of problems nowadays. And I wanted to show you one cartoon, very important. It's about the language of love. Some of you perhaps saw this. Can I just... Oops. This is big religious leaders of the world, perhaps. Look at that. I am Patri Samhita purports, so you can just... My way or highway. But sometimes we're forgetting that we have followers also. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Yat yat acharati shrestas tat tat evetaro janaha. Sayat pramanam kurute lokastadana vartate. Whatever great people do, followers will do the same. That party also has followers. I don't want to bring political color to this. But you can guess, you can apply it to anyone, to anything. In Nepali there is one saying, Sare ko judai, bachcha ko michai. When bulls fighting, then calves suffering in between. Oh, this is unity and peace at the end. But guess what? History repeats itself. Tiding. What to do? I put cartoons because we have many kids today. Tiding. Trinadapi sunichena taror. If you want to understand, you have to stand under. We really, of course, we have many cartoons. I really want to keep time for questions also. And once upon a time, I happened to be in commando officer. This is actually 35 years old photo. So, and I was in cadet in military academy, just joined academy for 6 years. And then I was thinking, it's never late to take U-turn, however long you're traveling in the wrong direction. I don't think that by a weapon and by, fighting, you can solve these problems in the world. Somehow or other, I just got this Bhagavad Gita book, very self-made. That story is really mind-blowing. Today I spoke with few devotees who were in jail. I was speaking just today morning with the Mataji, our good friend, Premavati Mataji. She lost the child in the jail, and we were talking, she's in a very, very difficult situation now. She's in health. She said, please, Patri, pray for me. And I said, let's do one Hare Krishna Mahamantra for her. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I met this devotee, this illustrious devotee who just came from jail. And they were telling me such a mind-blowing stories. I was thinking, that's the real army, God's army, to fight with the ignorance. And they saw such a seed of faith, actually crazy faith, which one I will share you in the salted bread session. I don't want really to disclose you the stories, but really mind-blowing stories, unspoken. Sometimes not you cannot read them even in salted bread. Unspoken stories. And that gave me such an inspiration. I thought, if Srila Prabhupada, without money, without friends, without nothing, he went to America and challenged this all material, world to give us the spiritual knowledge. And he had confidence. Rakshaititi vishwaso goptritve varanam tatha. He had that faith. That was the weapon of holy name. I had AK-47 machine gun, 30, bullets. But now I have machine gun with 108 bullets. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And I decided, let me join the army of Krishna, like Arjuna. And this is very amazing. What miracles happened and how Krishna manifested. Literally how Krishna was manifested. You can feel Krishna, you can see Krishna. But that will be discussed on salted bread session. So then I thought, no, if you really want to do something, I went across with this old guru. Who is this fellow? I don't know. I read about him, but when I read about his life, tears in my eyes, I was thinking, how come he must be knowing something. When he, dared to do that. He went to America and he gave his life to people. So, and then, this is somebody this Yadubar Prabhu, I met him just now. He made this wonderful film, Hare Krishna, the mantra, the movement, and the Swami who started this all. Unbelievable. Along, he went, this is the... Can you imagine, without any support, and he said, just to fulfill the order of my Guru Maharaj. To come to this concrete jungle of Kali Yuga, heart of Kali Yuga. Just a couple of months I went in New York, again I am going there. And I went there to 26 2nd Avenue, and then I went to Tompkins Square Park. Marijuana, hippies, drug addicts, till date it's there, it's not. And this old man went with a couple of books, with humble attitude. I said, Krishna, I don't know, why did you bring me here? And when he was going on the ship, one reporter told him, Swamiji, why are you going to America? 1965. And he gave him an interview. I'm going there because thousands of disciples waiting for me there, and they arrange world tour so I can distribute the glory of Supreme Lord. They already arranged everything for me. Thousands of disciples are waiting for me. And as he will say in Boston, it's only little time requires for me, separates me. That faith he had. And the rest is the history. He got all this heart attack, and I wrote that poem, those who... Bhakti resided in your heart like the nectar in the golden pot. You were very kind and smart to spread the love of God through angry ocean had to cross. 2 times got heart attack. So personally, Supreme Lord, your pot had to protect. So even single drop of nectar may never outspill. The ocean calm became and still by Lord Shri Krishna's will. By distributing nectar wide, you relieved the earth from the pain. You saved so many fallen souls who were living lives in vain. You helped us, Lord Govinda, meet. To you is our tribute. Let planet Earth embrace your feet and offer you salute. Srila Prabhupada ki. So, Srila Prabhupada came to the West alone. And he would struggle and struggle and struggle. And somehow Krishna sent him some people. He sent him some very, very dedicated people. And I was thinking, if he could do this, as young people and can we do something like that? Yat yatacharati shrestas. And Prabhupada in his books, he taught us the language of love. I'm always saying, if you cannot expect people to lend their helping hand unless you touch their heart. Cannot. You have to have a guts to stand for something. If you don't have guts to stand for something, if you not stand for something, you fall down for nothing. And as we say, ship is very safe in harbor, but it's not for what it's made for. You can never discover new land unless you're willing to give up the sight of seashore. You have to have a guts to give up the material shelter. You have to take extra mile willingly. So I was thinking, okay, let me try. Just one life. Just one life. Swaha. Just one life. Let's see. And we tried a little bit. As Prabhupada said, my life is my lecture. We cannot say much, but I definitely can share with you some experience. We went to Bangladesh, we went to India. That's his history. We went to Nepal in 2001, 2002. And it was a war, Vietnam War was in America that time. We came, it was Maoist war in Nepal. Heavy, different language. But I thought, let's just do something. We started to find out opening some hospitals and students and engineers, opening gurukulas and different cultural centers, places. We opened one academy. It's called Visa. I call it Visa, Vaikuntha International Spiritual Academy. Because everybody coming for visa to London, for visa to Dubai, America, Japan. Say, okay, come, I'll give you visa. Really? Yes. Vaikuntha visa. Not now, but you have to do booking. You see, and it's such a wonderful experience. You see, and when we came, this is the schools. Nowadays we're opening schools in many places. We have in Kathmandu a very beautiful school because Prabhupada said from childhood we have to teach this Sanatana Dharma. I just went and met Naveen Krishna Prabhu in school here in London, Avanti. Such a beautiful experience, innovation, creativity, and that's what we need. We are not inheriting this planet from our forefathers. We are borrowing it from our children. It belongs to them. They're going to take it ahead. And I don't want to give you statistic how much frustration, suicide rate, divorce, etc. But it's really a wonderful experience to see that we have to teach them language of love. And children also, they feel better than I'm staying with Jayananda Prabhu's house. He has 2 illustrious kids. Such a smart guys, I'm learning from them. Trust me. I'm learning from them how to be responsible. And, this is also, we have Gurukula, traditional Gurukula. They're doing yagyas. And last time we went with 2,000 devotees to Vrindavan. We took all the devotees of temple. And they said, how to run the temple? And we decided, okay, let us give it to the kids. And for 10 days, they will run full temple. Arati, puja, dressing of the deities, cooking, Mangalarati. Everything was done by these kids. Just empower them. And guess what? When we came back, temple was running smoothly as before. Don't underestimate. They're very smart. They can take over. We have to simply empower them, not to hold the chairs and to find that, potential in our next generation. So, and now we're traveling all over the world, and especially like in India, Nepal, from village to village, actually, distributing this, and the best way to distribute, to understand the needs and feelings of people. Like every day in Nepal now, we are feeding more than 10,000 kids. Midday meal, every day. Japan embassy gave to us big kitchen, few $1 million. We make huge kitchen and we're cooking, our devotees cooking for more than 10,000 kids every day. Because khali pet na bhajan gopala lelo apna kantimala. They cannot even study properly. Till 12 o'clock they still eating some scraps, in the home. And then, and they're going back to home. So to stop them going back home to their villages, we're feeding them. They're studying till evening time now. Double success education. So government's so happy. They said we have to have this kitchen everywhere. Because we're giving big philosophy. But Prabhupada said, we want every ISKCON temple in radius of 10 kilometers, no even single 100 person. And these children, they're so grateful. They're so sometimes crying. When we're coming, oh, Haribol, they with tilaks, they dancing, then very easily accepting philosophy. That's why I can see many religious organizations, they're doing that. We're protecting the cows also. Language of love can be spoken and understood by everyone. Maitri astu vishwasya namodvijebhyaha. Language of kindness. I spoke this few examples already. When we came, so many cows were slaughtered and dying. Every week 4 or 5 cows were dying, and government gave me one goshala. And I said, okay, I am not the son of Prime Minister, what to do? But I have to take responsibility. If not us, if not devotees, then who? So let's take it. And now we have more than 400 cows there, not even one cow dying. And after a few months, when we took responsibility, cows were running away from us, so much scared. But when we took care of them, before I was coming here, I went to the Goshala, and we have new cow shed for them. And I came, and the cows, they're looking at me, started like 2 lines, licking me, and I was feeling eyes full of tears, and said, like mothers, they really appreciate. They don't run away anymore. They and they licking like this, so grateful. They can understand everything. So, and you want to see? I'm not too.
2018, Nepal's government, Tilotama municipality, handed us a place where around 200 street cows were brought in. When we went there for the first time, we saw cows suffering, diseased, and dying out of starvation. Cows and bulls were so skinny, we could see their skin rubbing their ribs. And they were running away from us, very scared. Seeing these helpless cows and bulls, Gold Nepal decided to take up the challenge. We started putting all efforts with the help of our kind donors to save these street cows. In the beginning, at least 3 cows and bulls were dying every week. But now, death of cows has dropped to not even 1 per month. No cows are left hungry. There are 6 dedicated staffs physically present to look after these cows now. Doctors are invited as per the need, and monthly almost 2 trucks of straws are provided. We realize that we are not only making these cows live happy, but also saving them and people from road accidents, and also saving farmers' hard-earned crops. If we all join our hands together.
So we can see this is such a wonderful experience I had, and now as a result, I'm really proud to say that we can offer, like I can see same mood. Honestly speaking, when I came to Bhaktivedanta Manor, I felt like I came back home. Same mood, Prabhupada present here. Whenever kind devotees coming together and they trying to glorify Krishna by wonderful activities together. And I felt there is no difference. I was in Vrindavan, I'm in Nepal, I'm in Bhaktivedanta Manor. This is Vrindavan, where devotees coming together and trying to give this, helping hand to all world. We have this actually torchlight of knowledge. Jnana dipena bhashvataha, selflessly. So I experience very strongly that feeling that the energy, Shakti Parinamavada of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is present here. Really. When a devotee is selflessly trying to serve Srila Prabhupada. And I shared this already last time, but I still share in a retreat. Rise, devotees requested me, can you share also one time for those who never been there? My mother kicked me out from the house and said, you crazy fellow, we just ashamed of you. You were a commando officer, now you put antenna, bed sheet, nonsense, what is this? Don't come. Our neighbors are laughing at us. Please don't come home, okay? So I told to my mom, have you ever been ashamed of me? Ashamed? She said, no, I was proud of you, but now I'm ashamed. Just look at you, joker. I said, no, Mom, you may not understand philosophy, but I promise you, you will never be ashamed in future. That I promise you. And I left. For 27 years, I never came back home. They didn't allow me. But later on, I would see war in Ukraine, you see. So I said, Mom, come. I can do my putra dharma. At least I can just do some holy places. I can take you around. At least I can save you. So she came. She doesn't understand language, but she came and I took her to Haridwar, Rishikesh. First thing I did, I put her in Ganga. And I said, until you learn Mahamantra, I'll never let you out from the cold water. And she was, Rama Krishna, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare. No, Galat. You have to just again. And 20 minutes, he had to learn. So Ganga became teacher for her. So, and she came and I told her 2 mantras. Hey Patita Pavana Gauranga Nityananda. Hey Patita Pavana Gauranga. This is one mantra, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and then third one is Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Because she asked me how to say thank you, how to say bye-bye, how to say hello, whatever. So I said Hari Bol. That's okay. It's universal. You go to anyone in India and say Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. So Hari Bol. She was such a confidence. She started to speak Hari Bol. Hey Prabhu, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. So he was going and telling everyone, Hari Bol. So everybody coming to me and said, Patri Prabhu, your mother is Prabhupada's disciple, right? I said, no, she is my disciple, I said. Because she was too confident, And when she came to Nepal, I took her to Vrindavan, Mayapur, Jagannath Puri, Haridwar, everywhere I took. And then we came to Nepal. We came to Nepal, and when it was like really a royal reception, some army recepting a red carpet through VIP, so many garlands to putting on her, and then even president of country, I was telling the Vidya Bandari, she gave her, this is like gift like that, and she was going with these garlands, oh no, and she looked at me and told me, son, who are you? And I told her, Mom, I am your son, right? I promise you'll never be ashamed. Did I? So, and she came, and then she offered Arati to Srila Prabhupada. And she was offering, and she was saying, Gauranga Nityananda, Paipatita Pavana Gauranga, and looking at me, okay, correct. So like that. And I was surprised actually, how come this Krishna, this lady kicked me out from the house, by the way, Krishna, don't forget, okay? So she, yes. But, and when she came, we had so many devotees in Kathmandu and other places in Pokhara, Chitwan. So, and when they were receiving her, she said, I thought I had only one son, 2 sons, but now I have so many children, so many sons, so many daughters I have. This is real family. And she doesn't understand language at all, what to speak about in Nepali, English also. But she felt this. And when she was offering Arati to Krishna, and she was chanting, Hey Patita Pavana Gauranga Nityananda, Hey Patita Pa, and looking, correct? Hey? So I said, yes, you keep going, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And I was looking at her and saying, oh my God, how come this lady, from where she was and now where is she? That's the real mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Hey Patita Pavana. Patita Pavana Hetu Tava Avatara. Mosama Patita Prabhu na pai beara. So Krishna came, and you can see it practically. And then she became so happy. I'll bless everyone. Come. I started to bless everyone, around. Because she was overwhelmed with the feelings. This is... she got Madanakya Mahabhava. So anyway, and this was wonderful experience, of course. And of course, she got the cancer. She got the cancer, and our devotees, our very good friend Mamata Mataji, she just came. She's from Chitwan. She's in London. She will be coming tomorrow. So we'll meet. She gave the hospital. She's owner of one big hospital. And she stayed there in hospital for 2 months with a cancer. With best facilities. All devotees were serving her. Even the film actors and some mayors, they used to come to her, and one famous film actor, I'll not tell name, not to embarrass anyone. She used, very famous in Nepal and abroad. She used to come and put color and just do some, manicure for the ladies, and then coloring her hair and taking care. And I said, hey, come on, you got, and he told me, Patri, I got second job. One is film actor, another one serving your mother, And it was such a pleasing experience. And she said, there's so much love I received from devotees, my mom told me. In this few months, I never received in all my life. And when she became completely flat, I could not move. So I asked Mom, what to do now? Tell me, what to do? She said, okay, take me to Vrindavan, where your Krishna appeared. I want to go there. Take me there. But how I can take you? You cannot move already. And I said, okay, don't worry. I'll make something. And I asked my friend in Kathmandu, give me a helicopter. I'm commando officer. I will deliver you by helicopter. And it happened so. I put this video on internet. You can check it out. We put her by helicopter. I said, son, I never flew helicopter. Come on, let's have last ride. Come on. Like, nothing to lose. Sky is the limit. And I put her on the stretchers. It was very heavy rain. Heavy rain. I said, no worries. We went, but rain was really heavy, like wall. So we had to sit down somewhere in the Himalayan village, in the field. In the field. And guess what? Maybe this is the first time in their life 10,000 villagers came around because they never saw a helicopter. And they came surrounded, and everybody watching in the window of a helicopter and looking on my mom. And she's lying in stretches there, and she was shocked. Son, what's going on? So many people. Where are we? What's going on? I said, Mom, Krishna make arrangements so everybody can take your darshan, And they're coming. So then everybody, somehow we brought her, and we came to Vrindavan, and that day we arrived. It was the 75th birthday. She had a birthday anniversary. And I said, Mom, you're so lucky. As a gift, birthday gift, Krishna gave you his own holy dham. Welcome. And when we put him in Bhaktivedanta hospital there, and she told me, you know what? Krishna came to me and told me, after 2 days, I am going to be with him. I'm going to him. I said, that's cool. I don't know. How did he tell you? But she said, no. He told me 2 days only. So I took her to Yamuna. We did Arati. We just, did temple darshan in the stretches and ambulance. We did puja to the cows. And then I read Bhagavad Gita, which I could not read even from very beginning. I could not read even, but at the very last moment I read, oh Bhagavad Gita, Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre, Samhita, Yutsava, oh Bhagavad Gita I read, and after we've completed Bhagavad Gita with my, assistant Brahmachari, in few minutes she left body. She went in Vrindavan. I said, Krishna, thank you very much. So, and guess what, just after a few days, 2,000 devotees supposed to come because we had to Kartik Yatra. And I was thinking what to do. And Krishna, he said, don't worry, I am taking your mom, you continue with your yatra. And I really felt that Krishna's hand is always there. Because Krishna, he present in the place where we're glorifying him. Hari sada vaset tatra yatra bhagavata janaha gayanti bhakti bhavena harir namaiva kevalam hari vaset tatra. That's why it's Harinam Sankirtan is the place where all devotees coming together. Bahu militvam tad gana sukha Krishna ganam. They glorifying with happiness and glorifying Krishna. That is the place. That's why Prabhupada said, I am creating these temples to give people opportunity to hear about Krishna and glorify Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. So, all right. So, any questions are there? I really am so sorry I had to rush, but we can ask a few questions. Yes, please.
Where obstacles are not seen as obstacles but as stepping stone. If you could share an example, help us develop that unflinching faith and keep our devotion.
Question is, so many obstacles will be there, that's for sure. Even Krishna never told to Arjuna, it's going to be easy. He never told that. Oh, Arjuna, relax and I'll fight for you. No. It's going to be difficult. Mam anusmara yuddhacha. You have to fight the battle. But I will be by your side, don't worry. In human life, we have a gift, an opulence, and a treasure. The true devotees of the Lord who want to give him pleasure. Keep Guru's order in the heart. Example his behold. To whom you meet, give Krishna's feet. 2 lotuses to hold. Don't worry profit or the loss. Surrender life to Supreme Boss. And far and wide, try to spread his fame by chanting sweet and holy name. So what I feel it, every day is like Netflix movie, one episode, Krishna Netflix. You wake up, so do happiness, distress, it doesn't matter. If you want to play, because Krishna, he likes action movie. He does not want to just soapy, boring movies, like he needs something like action. Suno Nityananda, Suno Haridas, go. Yarade Hatarika Krishna Upadesh, go. And this Jagai Madhai stories, we have so many crazy things, and yes, it become interesting because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is excited to give this Krishna consciousness to everyone. And he told to Arjuna, if you're not going to do it, somebody else will do it. Definitely, somebody else will do it if you don't want to do it. No. I don't want to give this chance to anyone. Let me try to do that. You see, once Draupadi, when she was, that story, Draupadi, she was Vastraharan and just so many problems, and she lost her children. And then after Kurukshetra, she came to Krishna and said, Krishna, why me? Why me? I mean, don't you have so many other people? Why me? I am such a great devotee, suffering like anything. Such a humiliation in my life. And at the end, my children also died. And Krishna looked at her and told, Draupadi, you were born for sacrifice. And Pandavas, in Nepali, there's one saying, Churi lai kutera, buari lai tarsaone. So it means, chastise the daughter to teach the daughter-in-law. So sometimes Krishna using his devotees to teach all world. And Prabhupada used to say this is an acid test. Real gold will be tested in the acid. So similarly, difficult situation will come. But if you're doing this for somebody who you love, then as we say, Jaharam Vaha Ayodhya. When Sita Maharani, she went with Ram in the jungle. And Lakshman, other day Gauranga Prabhu was giving very nice class. Gauranga, Bharat, Shatrughna, they were serving out of love. Not because it's boring, tika marne ke liye, because you have to do what you have to do and you have to do. It's boring. You cannot do this for a long time. But when you really respect somebody, out of respect and love, amazing thing. That even difficult things will become easy. And Chaitanya Charitamrita says, those who remember Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the most difficult things will become Sukaram Bhavit. And if you forget Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Viparitam Syat, just opposite. The easiest things will become impossible, like mountain, very difficult. So similarly, when you're remembering Krishna, Hatmekam Mukmanam, and another thing, when you have a wonderful team with you, I am because we are, then difficulties become fun, really fun. It's not easy, but it's fun, because we have each other. So like that, that's what I can see, and many difficulties were there. I really, Jai.
Hare Krishna. So the class will continue. If you please remain seated. We have this opportunity to have Patri Prabhu with us. So if there's any more questions, then please do continue. Please remain seated. Hare Krishna.
I have many, many wonderful stories how difficulties turn to become fun and miracles. I feel even not to start because otherwise we have to sit till Mangalarati. But I can tell you one, at least, what just immediately comes to my mind. It's called in Sanskrit, it's called Atmavan Manyate Jagat. Atmavan Manyate Jagat. To see the world not as it is, but as you are. Through the lens of your consciousness. Two guys fall down from the skyscraper, and one guy, I'm dying, and another one, I'm flying. Depends how you look at the things. I remember in those days, we didn't have many temples. We had small flats, centers like this. Sometimes incognito ways, very, very secretly. And I remember once His Holiness Niranjan Maharaj came to Ukraine. And my friend Achyuta Priya Prabhu, regional secretary of Ukraine, he called. That time I was new Bhakta, just came from army, just only 1 week I was in center. They took me and kept me in the center. Everybody went for book distribution. And I was cleaning the floor, toilets, and I was just like new Bhakta. Sikha like this. And I was very bold. Phone came. I said, hello. And somebody calling, we need to find one artist who can make advertisement. Guru coming to your city. That time we didn't have flags, we didn't have these printouts. You have to with brush, this old style cinemas, they used to make these advertisements. We need to make one advertisement by artist. So you have to find artists and you have to find some hire one hall where we can receive Guru and we have big lecture. And he dropped the phone. You know, this old phone. This, and beep, beep, beep. What to do now? So I didn't know where to find the artist. Seriously. And I knew Bhakta. What artist? I don't know. But then I had one friend, he used to come for Sunday programs. He was a student. And I know that he used to draw something. So I called him. I somehow found his telephone. His name was Dima. I called, hello? Oh, Dima, listen, can you do one advertisement drawing? Forget it, don't disturb me. I am busy with exams. You people, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. And dropped the phone. So what to do? And I was thinking, what to do, Krishna? And I had some challenge to Krishna, that because Krishna, see, Hridesha Arjuna Tishtati, you are Paramantma, Adantattarastam Paramanu Chayantarastam, you are everywhere, so you are in the heart of everyone, right? I am doing one thing, I am going in the street now, and I am going to ask everyone, where is the artist? Whatever they will tell me, I will go there. Crazy, that time we didn't have any counselors, no any mentors, no Bhakti Shastras, just like that. Crazy Russians, they have, a revolution plan. Everybody have some revolution plan in his pocket, so... I went in the street and I just came, okay, some old lady walking says, excuse me, mom, I need artist. What? The last thing she was thinking, artist, what artist? I said, mom, don't worry, grandma, you just tell me where I have to go. And go straight and left. And I just blindly, following whatever she said. And I'm going, some guys playing football there, some kids. Hey guys, I need artists. Can you tell me where I have to go? Hey, uncle, you don't know it. Just tell. That's all. You don't think. Okay, go this, straight. And I went. So in this way, I was, for 2 hours, I was going around the city. It's Kharkiv city. So I was going. And I came to Academy of Art. Big one. Art Institute. And I came to the reception, ground floor. And one old lady sitting in the reception said, Mom, I need artist. Are you crazy? Everybody artists here, No, you have to tell me where I have to go. Okay, go first floor. And I went to floor, and it was like break between the classes. And so many students were running. So I captured one guy. Hey, wait. I need artists. And I said, you crazy? Everybody artists. No, you have to tell me where I have to go. So this guy, out of blue, go to this classroom. So many classrooms there. They said, go to this one. I said, fine, I'm going. So I'm going to this classroom. Open. Nobody there. And I said, Krishna, now what? Dead end. Nothing. All desks, empty classroom. But then I look at the corner, it was like easel, easel, like this, they making these arts, like all this canvas and easel. And I see 2 legs over there. Oh, somebody's there. Okay, and then silence, nobody, no answer. But I see that 2 legs are there. Then I just boom, boom, boom. Excuse me. And then from that easel, face came out. And that was Dima, to whom I called 2 hours ago. He said, what? And his eyes were like Jagannath, like this. How did you find me? I never told even to my parents. Nobody knows that I am here. How did you find me? And that moment I was laughing and I fall down on the desk and I was laughing. Ah, Krishna chosen you, you have to. So I had to tell him all the story. So I said, what to do? I have to do it. Now I have to do it if this is the case. So he did it, and then he said, well, I have to do it, but then after doing so much hardship, I have to go to that lecture. Who is this guy? Let me see who is this guy. Whom I advertised, let me go. So he joined that lecture, he went to that lecture, and he liked that lecture, and eventually, to make it short, he became disciple of Niranjan Swami Maharaj, and now his name is Dinabandhu Das, one of the best artists of BBT, He's making these paintings for BBT, Prabhupada's books. So sometimes it's very tough challenges Krishna gives, but when it turns out such a wonderful stories and so many, wow, that's interesting, it becomes miracle. Then it becomes like episode of the big serial. And Srila Prabhupada said that ISKCON is the latest chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita. So all of you writing history, the question on will you be in history or not, it's up to you. So if you're willing to take challenge willingly, then Krishna will take you to play with him. Why not? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Any other questions? Actually, see, I usually never tell the stories, honestly speaking. But this is such an occasion. I am for the pleasure of their lordships. I'm just sharing my experience. That I was giving the class. Trust me, it's working. I have tried. It's working. Hare Krishna. Any other questions? Otherwise we can do little kirtan also for their pleasure. Shall we do little kirtan? Okay, very nice. I think it's. Can you give harmonium? Because I feel awkward in front of their lordship. I'm so privileged and I'm so happy to be with all of you. There's nothing special, but what is actually special is a holy name as a thread. That wonderful thread which unites all of us.
Before we start Kirtan, if you can please express our gratitude to His Grace Patri Prabhu. One more time, 3 loud Hari Bols. Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hari Bol! His Grace Patri Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.